listening to another episode of Loud About Nothing. It's me, your boy, the fucking hottest dude in the podcast game, Sebastian Conelli. And as always, we got the cute boy here himself, Robbie boy. Robbie, say hello.
How's it going?
How's it going? You know what? When you come over and you want coffee, I'm only giving you mugs that you have to use two hands to drink out of because it makes me feel like I'm with a whimsical little boy and we're in a Pixar movie. Okay?
Okay.
Honestly, everyone should do this in their normal life. Yeah, go ahead. Show them. Yeah. Two hands. No, really cup your hand around. Yeah, that's it. If you're not drinking coffee with two mugs, you aren't living a fantasy.
You mean two hands?
In two hands. Yes, excuse me. If you're not drinking a cup of coffee with two hands, you're not living the fantasy. You're not living the best romantic version of sipping coffee that you can.
This is what I'm doing.
You're living
in January 2022. January, the worst month to live in New York City. It is very cold.
Worse, the dead have it good. The dead have it good.
I'm romanticizing myself.
You have to. Two hands.
I'm not romanticizing like trips away or dates. Oh, that's a cute little date spot. I'm like, how can I make what I'm doing right now the most romantic version of itself?
Exactly. Also, I see girls online, they're putting their seltzers in wine glasses.
Oh, they are?
Because they're trying to January is a shitty month, so they're trying to romanticize January, right? So they put
that's old news though.
This is what I'm saying.
That's anybody who
who
lived alone in the Poconos and didn't do. We've been doing that.
How weak is your brain that literally you could put it in a wine glass and you feel tricked?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be friends with anyone that goes, "Oh, I'm not drinking, but look, the glass is the same."
Yeah.
The glass is the
also
same.
for dry January.
Yes, for dry January.
Yeah, dry January doesn't also make too much sense in that. Although, what's the best month to not just? I guess you double down on January being the worst month. That's the idea.
You just double. You go. Let me do this. Let's live like the Nordics do, but they drink a lot.
Yeah, because it is the worst month to be in New York City. So then you would think, oh, you would want to drink to compensate for it being bad. But then a lot of people go dry, and it's just double the bad.
It just becomes a shitty month.
Yeah, like even worse.
Yeah, I would say lean into the shit.
Okay.
I sometimes say if it's gonna be a bad month, let's ruin it. Let's tear the walls down.
Yeah. Use it as a rebuild. I
brought up to someone that I'm not drinking in January, right?
Okay.
I brought up, I go, hey, I was doing this thing online. I go, yeah, I'm not drinking in January. And the guy goes, ugh. He goes, I hate that. I go, what? What? I didn't want to drink in January. He goes, my birthday's in January.
So a lot of people.
So no one goes to his party.
No
one goes to his party, I guess. He goes, yeah. He goes, I have people at the bar and everyone's drinking water and I get hammered alone.
All right. Make some more friends.
100%.
I have, out of all my friends, maybe 10% of them are doing dry January, if that.
I know. It's not that many people.
No.
Also, if I had a friend if you're good enough friends, dry January is over for your birthday.
Yes.
If you're a good enough friend and your birthday is January 14th,
yes,
we rock out January 14th. Okay.
Yeah, I'm ending it on January 19th.
Quick, the sweet 19.
I almost drank last night. I was with my family, but nobody really pushed me, so I was like, all right, I'm not going to. I was like, I went into it being like,
away.
I was like, I could be convinced if they were like, come on, but they were really like, I get it. I think it's becoming more and more mainstream every year.
Dude, my weed consumption has been through the roof.
Yeah, me too.
But this is so funny. Dry January, I'm more fucked up than I was all December.
I know. I know. And then I'm eating. I'm like not necessarily healthier.
What are we doing?
Yeah. I'm out the other night. My friends are getting Bud Lights and stuff. And I'm like, I don't have anything. I'm going to get a chicken quesadilla.
Beautiful.
Because I don't know what to order.
Yeah.
And we all went out to dinner. We all went out to dinner. We were getting drinks after. So they're drinking like Bud Light, and I'm getting chicken quesadilla that's like deep fried, and I'm like, there's no way that this is the healthier decision, but whatever.
You judge them the whole way, be like, ugh.
No, I didn't judge them at all.
I wish people would take
myself.
care. I wish people would take care of their health and not drink. Hi, can I get the jalapeno poppers? And
yeah, and then I got
the
fried
large
zucchini
nachos.
sticks. Yeah. How many? There mad long.
How big is the portion of tater tots? Ugh, I wish my friends would care about their health and stop drinking so much.
Yeah.
And yeah, I get that.
I found this bar. I used to live in Manhattan, as you know, and moving to Brooklyn, it is different. There is definitely some differences, but I would say one of the big differences.
What's the difference? What's the biggest difference?
Well, Friday we went out and it truly felt like we were in the suburbs. Like I didn't feel like, because we went to this bar that it was like a basement, but it was a giant basement situation. Like,
okay,
there's probably 40 pool tables. Then there was a back area. It looked like a place that you would have like a 14th birthday.
Love it.
And there's a back area with like 5 ping pong tables with bright fluorescent lights, like not dim lighting at all. Yeah. Like bright fluorescent lights. There was some arcade games. There was like the pop shot, which is like the basketball game, air hockey. And then there's a little bowling alley on the side, like with the mini balls, you know, the mini ball bowling.
You know what? Fuck mini ball bowling.
Yeah.
I would rather have nothing. I would rather there be a sign that says we were going to put mini ball bowling here, but we knew it was a waste of time.
Why do you have a crusade against mini ball bowling?
What are we doing at this point? Well, I might as well just be playing softball. If I could, the whole joy of bowling is you go, sticking your fingers in a ball. The whole joy
joy of bowling, not getting a strike, not like the feeling of seeing all those pins fall.
The joy of bowling is taking your 3 fingers and sticking them in the hole.
Okay.
I go bowl with my friends and they go, Sebastian, you got to roll it. I go, I will. I'm just holding the ball for 10 minutes.
Okay.
I mean, that's the joy of bowling, right?
Okay.
The joy of bowling.
I think that may vary person to person.
If I have to palm the ball, I feel bad for like Andre the Giant. He never got to experience bowling like I do.
I think people still put their fingers in the small bowls, no? In the small balls? Do they not have?
They don't have.
Oh, they don't have.
They don't have.
I didn't do that.
See? You don't even know. I would rather there be literally someone like just tear down walls, sheetrock on the ground's broken.
Yeah.
And someone would be like, what's over there? And they go, we're going to do mini bowling, but we have too much respect for you as a customer. Mini bowling is garbage.
Okay.
Mini bowling is, you know, like when you were kids and someone would be like, hey, I got a pool table. And then you go over and it was the pool table, air hockey, a table tennis. And it was like, this is 2x4. It was like, we might as well just pick one rather than have 3 shitty versions of it.
Okay, I see.
That's what mini bowling is.
Okay.
I'd rather just have a bunch of stools and some magazines in the corner.
Okay.
There should be more magazines at bars.
At bars?
I think that people will go alone more often if there was some reading material.
I think it's like there's endless magazines on your phone.
But that's why we need to adjust.
Okay. You want to get off the phone.
Yes.
Because you could be distracted by other things going on the notifications.
If someone's reading a magazine, I'll interrupt them. Someone's on their phone, I might not interrupt them.
Interesting.
Because
you would more be willing to interrupt somebody reading a magazine?
What's going to be urgent? An Herbal Essence ad that they're reading?
Oh, you don't know what's on the phone. I see.
What urgency is happening that they're finding out that who Chris Hemsworth is dating this month?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
It's like, I'll interrupt. If you're reading a magazine, I'll interrupt you at any second.
Okay.
Even a book.
A book? You would interrupt?
Even if I would interrupt someone if they were reading a book called How to Deal with Grieving. I go, hey, can I bother you with something? I would have more like
than their phone.
Interesting. Just because a book, you start and stop a book all day long. Your phone, who knows what happens?
That's true.
You could be in the middle. Your partner could have caught you cheating.
Yes.
And
people work full time from their phone.
1,000%.
People send emails.
I'm on my phone. I look at someone. I go, they're probably hella copping, like some meta copping. What's it called? Meta chopping?
I don't know. You always assume the worst.
They go, they're probably talking some medical. They're probably sending a heart or a helicopter to Chicago right now. I don't want to interrupt that.
Yes.
But a magazine, I'll interrupt.
Yeah.
So I'm saying throw them at the bar.
You want some more magazines at bars.
A place like that makes boys feel good. A place with a lot of games.
Well, that's what it was. I've been talking up New York. My friend moved to Florida.
He's been talking up New
10
York.
years
Look
ago.
at that.
And I'm like, oh, we got to go out.
Let me just say this.
What?
Nobody talks up New York more than a boy from New Jersey.
That's not true.
Nobody talks up New York more than a boy from New Jersey.
Okay.
People from New York do not talk up New York like a boy from New Jersey.
I was just saying you got to come visit.
I'm not worried about you. I'm talking in general.
Okay.
I'm saying in general, someone from New Jersey has such a they have
Romanticization.
yes, romanticization, right?
Okay.
Of New York. They have such this like little brother syndrome to New York that they romanticize it. They tell everyone how beautiful it is. A person from New York, they go, "Hey, this is who I am."
Yes,
right?
yes.
A person from New Jersey, they go, "This is who I am." You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm trying to get my friend to visit, and I'm like, "Oh, we would have fun."
That's good. He should.
That's more of what I'm doing, I guess. But if we grew up in New York, then he would know.
Yes,
that's true. I wouldn't need to be explaining.
But you're like, you gotta check out. This
but also,
New York
Staten
City.
Island is not that different.
Excuse me.
Staten Island and
Excuse me.
of going out in Manhattan is not that different.
As a child, me and my friends
Would take this ferry.
that was not what I was gonna say. But
Okay.
yes, we would take the ferry. I would go to museums. I was a regular. My middle name is Guggenheim. You didn't know that?
You were regular at the Guggenheim.
At the Guggenheim, I would go on the top and I would sit and I would do the spiral. I would slide down the spiral staircase all the way to the bottom. That was my McDonald's playpen.
I'm just saying, there's kids in Staten Island that have been to New York City less than me, who grew up in Jersey. I'm sure there's a lot of people.
Of course.
Or they grow up in Staten Island that don't necessarily have a relationship with the city.
Nobody romanticizes more New York than a boy from New Jersey.
I don't know if that's necessarily true.
Okay, so you got.
You know what they do in Staten Island? They demonize New York.
That's what we do.
They think it's the most. They think that Manhattan is the most unsafe place to exist. All these people on Staten Island.
1,000%.
So maybe, which is like insane because they don't go there. A lot of people on Staten Island, when they go to the city, it's either for work or to go see a Broadway show that they secretly hate all of the actors in the show.
If you,
individually, but the sum of its parts they think is
1,000%.
beautiful.
If you lived in the tri-state area and your parents commuted to the city to work, you never went to the city.
Yes, very rarely.
Because they go, "That's where I work. I don't shit where I work. And child, you are my shits."
Yeah.
Okay?
we would go. We would go a few times a year.
Yeah, of course you would go. Of
To
course.
Madame Tussauds or
You went to
whatever.
Madame Tussauds?
Yeah, as a kid. Multiple times.
That's where my sister had her sweet 16.
No way.
Swear to God.
At the Madame Tussauds? In Times Square?
In Times Square.
Wow.
My sister had Madame Tussauds. They rented a bus.
Did you invite anybody? Or
Did
it was
I
just her
invite-
and the wax figures? It was your family and the wax figures.
We filled the bus up with the wax figures.
That's amazing.
We took them to Madame
Yes.
Tussauds. No,
my friends at this middle school are not doing, or high school at that point, are not cutting it for me. I'm the only people that could come to my party is Justin Timberlake,
Yes.
Barack Obama.
Ugh. Teresa, I fucking can't stand
Yeah.
her. She won't stop talking about how our above ground pool is heated. I need fucking Justin Timberlake at my sweet 16.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to have some basic ass sweet 16 where I say, "Mark, will you come up and light my 14th candle?" Right? No. I'm going to have fucking Morgan Freeman next to me whispering in my ear.
No,
Okay?
She lit the wax figures.
She lit.
You just put a wick on the wax figures.
Your candles are on a cake. My candles are walking around with me, bitch. Okay?
Yeah.
That's her candles.
That's amazing.
It was.
That's the most Staten Island Sweet 16. No, the stereotypical Staten Island Sweet 16 is the stereotypical Staten Island Sweet 16.
Literally someone having the biggest Sweet 16 ever,
Yes.
and underneath that is a man with 4 credit cards that are maxed out.
Yes.
Never saying a word.
Yes.
The father will commit suicide
Yeah.
in order to go in so much debt that he has to commit suicide and
I
go
know.
to financial shambles so his daughter could impress Steven from Italian class.
Yes.
Daddy,
Yes.
Daddy, what the fuck, Daddy? If I don't have a Venetian hour at my sweet 16, I'm gonna die, Daddy. I'm gonna die if I don't have a Venetian hour at my sweet 16. Jesus Christ, I'm in fucking debt up to my asshole. You know what? Let's mortgage the business. My girl wants a convertible VW to pull up at the Staten. Let's mortgage the business. Peter, we haven't talked to each other since Nam. I need a loan. My daughter wants crab cakes walking around her sweet 16 during the appetizer hour. Daddy, if I don't have crab cakes at the appetizer hour, Daddy, I will be mortified. Jesus. Fucking cut to 3 years later. Fucking there's notices on the door. The house is foreclosed.
Yes.
A father will kill themselves for their daughter's sweet 16 instead.
Especially if he's recently been caught cheating. That's the perfect cocktail for, because sometimes they might not feel the need to do this by themselves.
Yeah.
But if they recently got, it's like the perfect, they think that they can use the Sweet 16 to save or correct all the problems in the marriage and in the family. That's another thing that I think will lead them to financial ruin.
My best advice. You're 14. All the 14-year-old ladies out there, you want to have a good Sweet 16? Plant some evidence that your dad's cheating on your mom. Drag your dad down. You will have the best.
He actually has to cheat. I think it has to be the internal guilt. I don't know if being framed enough.
You hire someone.
You could get somebody to get him to cheat.
You could get someone to cheat with your dad.
That's foolproof.
You will have You will have mini horses bringing you in your Cinderella castle. Okay. Yes. It will be
You'll get real Justin Timberlake at the Sweet 16.
It will be all of One Direction will be there dancing for you. You know?
Yes.
This is how you do it. Your father cheats. Amazing Sweet 16.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not good at mathematics, but that shit adds up.
No, 100%. I've walked into Sweet 16s before, like, oh yeah, the father definitely must have been just got caught cheating.
The best Sweet 16s I've went to, the dads always cheated.
Yes, 100%.
And the best isn't that they're divorced. The best is they're still together.
No, trying to make the marriage work.
They're trying to make the marriage work, and the dad cheats.
And then it's always great when they get to the candle.
Oh,
the dad's candle.
A little bit of shade.
It's enough shade that you can get away with that he did pay for the whole thing, but also, it's usually like a joke.
This night wouldn't be possible without this man. He makes me hug him way too much, and I have to love him, you know?
Yeah.
It hasn't always been easy, but I'm happy that you're here today.
Yeah.
Father, will you come light my third candle?
Yeah.
Right? I love this. So you bring him. So you're going to this.
Oh yeah, and I felt like we were in the suburbs, and it was, I don't know. It took us back.
You know what? As for me, I think why I like a place like that is because you get little wins throughout the night.
Yes.
You get little wins throughout the night. I had one of the best moments ever but my best moment of 2022 so far.
Okay.
Driving home. Driving in my car. I see a spot. I go, no fucking way. I drive past. I go, never say never. I backed up. I pulled into this spot. An inch in the front, an inch in the back. That was it. Almost touching.
Oh, you sent me a picture of this spot.
Perfect pull in.
Yes.
One time. Adjusting. An inch forward, an inch back, an inch forward, an inch back, right? It took me one time to pull in. That made me so happy.
I mean, you sent me the picture. I was like, this should go on your grid immediately. It was the most impressive park job I've seen.
I think that, I rarely feel like a suburban dad until I do a good park job, and then I go, I get it. I get it. Yeah. I get it. I'll have one room in a house and pay for the whole thing.
Suburban dads, though, they can't parallel park.
No, you're right.
They're bad at parallel parking.
But I feel like that was the happiest I felt all year.
Yeah, I mean, that's it's an
accomplishment.
Rewarding. Even if I parallel park in a massive spot, it's extremely rewarding.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Next time I need an ego boost, I might just go out and parallel park.
Yeah.
I might just go look for spots around Brooklyn.
That's nice.
It made me feel alive.
That's beautiful.
I'm not drinking, so I'm just fucking getting rip-roared stoned and parallel parking all over Brooklyn, driving 4 miles an hour in reverse, you know?
Yeah. I will say this place, the thing I think that made it feel more like the suburbs, not necessarily the fluorescent lights or all the games and stuff like that, because there's like a barcade in the city, obviously. This place is a lot bigger than that.
You know what? Barcade I don't like.
Me neither.
I don't like barcade.
Me neither.
One time I went on a date with a girl.
Yeah.
And I went to the place and I knew they had like pool tables, right? I was like, let's go to the pool table place, you know?
Yeah.
We'll sit, we'll have a drink, then we'll play around the pool in case it was a first date.
Yeah.
So we went and we were playing the pool and she knocked the ball off the table.
Okay.
And then she went, fuck. And instantly I said, you're scary.
Yeah.
She literally mumbled to herself, fuck.
Yeah.
She mumbled to herself, fuck, playing pool on a first date with a boy. And it wasn't like she was great at pool and she was like embarrassing herself. It was clearly like she played pool 10 times.
Okay.
She was playing for the 11th.
And everything was chill.
Everything was chill
Until the ball came off
until
the
the
table.
ball came off, and then she started cursing as she was shooting the balls.
Oh my god.
I
I mean,
think-
people that are insanely competitive like that, it's very difficult.
And here's the thing: I'm no good at pool.
Yes.
I'm having fun.
bad
I'm
at
making
pool.
jokes.
Yes.
I'm who's lining it anyways with the cue. You know?
Really?
Of course I am.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And she's cursing. I think going on a date that's humble like that is important.
Okay. Yeah.
Going on a date where you have to be chill in a chill environment like that really tells you how if you want that sort of life, how someone's gonna be when they settle into it.
Yes.
Life, you know?
Yeah.
Like
to me, is hyper competitive a turnoff to you?
Hyper competitive is an extreme turnoff to me.
Yeah.
Unless it's about making me come. Here's the thing. You never meet a hyper competitive girl that's hyper competitive about playing pool, but then also hyper competitive about making you come.
You think it's siloed off?
It's siloed off.
Okay.
For some reason, they're
Maybe.
hyper competitive about the game Pandemic. They're hyper competitive
Yeah.
when it comes to poker, but then all of a sudden, they blow you for 3 minutes and they go, "When are you gonna be done?" What happened to the competitivity? What happened to the competitivity?
Maybe.
I mean,
This is you need other people.
I would love.
You need people. There's no one to compete with.
I need to be playing porn.
You need some kind of competition.
I need a girl to be blowing me for 3 minutes and her to stop and go, "Fuck, why isn't this?" That she's so furiously mad that's not happening.
Yes.
That's what the competitive nature never comes out there.
Because there's no one to compete with.
Competitive people will be hot if it was that way.
You think so?
Imagine a guy being competitive, just being like, "I'm going to make this girl come so good." Right? He would be amazing. You go,
You don't think that?
He would be.
You don't. That doesn't
No, I
go
don't
into
think
your
that.
brain. Every interaction you have with the woman that is sexual.
I think if people were playing no. I think if people were playing cornhole and the guy and someone's boyfriend goes, "Fuck, Jesus," but the girl goes, he's that competitive in bed too. It would be like, okay, you can deal with him, you know?
That sounds like a nightmare couple of. They're both hyper competitive,
Oh,
making each other come.
Yes. I'm gonna make you.
I
come
got
more.
down to 4.2 seconds. Yeah.
Incredible.
Let's see if we can beat our records. Yeah, I don't know if
Incredible.
that.
No, yeah. So this girl, I think it's.
I
good.
agree. Hyper competitive people are annoying. Annoying as fuck.
Hyper competitive people, have low self-esteem.
You think so?
They have to. They're constantly just trying to prove themselves that they're worth what they're involved in. Why do you think they're competitive?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not competitive in pool because my ego isn't attached to a game of billiards,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
I'm not competitive in that sort of
Yeah.
vein, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's stuff I am a little competitive in.
But like Michael Jordan, apparently notoriously hyper competitive in everything he
But
does.
here's the thing. They were hyper competitive against themselves. That's what everyone says made Kobe so great.
Yes.
He wasn't competing against the other players. He was competing against himself, right?
Yeah, but I think he was competing against other players.
Also, who wants to marry Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
No offense.
Yeah.
I
mean, he's good looking, very athletic,
Of
tall, very wealthy. A lot of people want to marry Michael Jordan.
I say Michael Jordan's not a pro. Someone that competitive is not a good match.
Yes, it's tough.
Your life's not going to be easy.
Probably. It's probably comes with cons, for sure.
Imagine someone else tries to carve the chicken at Tom Brady's Thanksgiving. Someone
Yeah.
else tries to carve a turkey at Tom
Yeah,
Brady's
yeah, yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You don't think he's going to get a little futzed about that?
Yeah, probably not the most fun friend.
Probably not the most fun.
Probably
friends.
never really be described as fun.
No, and I think that what you look for in a person is
It's
a fun.
Yeah, that's what you.
That's what
That's
we
what we
want.
say. Yeah,
We
yeah.
look for fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Who doesn't want to be with someone that's fun?
I'm sure it's funny. Like the level of competitiveness that Michael Jordan takes it to is funny. I wonder if he could laugh at it.
No.
You don't think he can laugh at it? If you call him out in the right way?
I mean, I don't think Michael Jordan's doing much laughing in
You
his
don't
state
think
of life.
so?
No.
He's definitely got to be laughing sometimes.
I think that his anger probably gets to a scary level.
You think so?
Yeah. There's a thing about Michael Jordan. So he was wearing, the famous thing where he had the Hitler mustache.
No.
You never seen the Michael Jordan Hanes commercial where he has the Hitler mustache?
Maybe. Was it like not purposely Hitler.
Michael Jordan thought he was so big that he could rebrand the Hitler mustache. That's Michael Jordan's ego. Michael Jordan said, Hitler mustache, I'm going to rebrand it. He asked for the Bulls uniforms to have swastikas.
No,
that's how big he thought. No. But he truly had such a big ego that he thought that he could wear that mustache and people would associate it with Michael Jordan over Hitler.
Wow.
Now that's a man.
Yeah.
That's an ego.
A wild ego.
That's an ego.
Yeah.
Imagine having that much oomph about you.
Yeah. You do see
My
people that are
son's gonna
celebrities.
be so great. I'm gonna name him Nazi.
That's wild.
He's gonna rebrand the word, right?
No, that's wild.
Like it's truly like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, he's hyper competitive. That doesn't sound fun to me.
I do see people like, because there's also though people in just regular life that have an ego close to the size of Michael Jordan.
I love them.
So when you love them,
usually under 5'5".
But when I see people like Michael Jordan, Kanye West, Justin Bieber, Tom
Yes.
Brady, and it's just like they've had constant validation of their actions since a very young age. LeBron James, it's like, oh, I kind of get why they have this ego.
They have to relearn not to have the ego.
Yes.
In a way. Like I see videos of Justin Bieber and like how he talks to paparazzi sometimes. He's very polite.
Okay.
And he's like, I'm just trying to have a good day. Can you please leave me alone?
Yeah.
Like he's like, would you want me to do this to you?
Yes.
Like he kind of, I think all the bullshit that you say with the church stuff, that's why I think they go to God, all these people.
Yes.
It's because they have to learn there's something greater than them.
Correct. Yeah.
But
I agree. I'm sure Michael Jordan was nice to like.
Yeah.
It just
I don't
takes
want
a long time
he was,
to.
I loved him as a kid.
Yeah, of course.
You know, and also I think about doing the Michael Jordan mustache. It's a Jordan.
Yeah.
Imagine walking around with a little Hitler calling, you notice I'm pulling off the Jordan today.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Just stick the tongue out, one hand in the air, little Hitler mustache. That's the Jordan.
Yeah. I mean, he's a verb, and now Michael Jordan is everything.
Yeah. But you think that there are people in regular life with that
with a bigger or if not equal egos that just walk around their town, like the director of Little League in a small town, when he has a meeting before the season starts to just organize with all the coaches, all the parents, all the players. You're going to be working the concession stands. That guy's ego is probably bigger than Michael Jordan in that moment.
Having a lot of power in society is scary. You know what's even scarier?
What?
Having a lot of power in a very small microcosm of society. That's the scariest.
Yeah.
That's where this is mine. This is mine. This is
forget,
like children's theater was like terrifying as a child.
Yeah.
The ego on these people, because this is my world.
Yes.
When someone runs a little world and a little community,
yes,
those are egomaniacs.
Oh, that is the craziest.
Those are the craziest of the crazies.
Yes, because we forget how far our reality and what we care about is so different than like what's going on in all these other places. Like our world, not everybody cares about what's going on in Hollywood or what's going on in New York City or what the restaurant or what this is. Like you completely forget that.
You know what they care about?
What?
They literally care about that they have the highest score in their local bowling league.
100%.
That's all they care about.
Or exactly.
They walk in, Mark's here. Oh, look, Mark's here. Like blowing smoke on their hands. They order a drink. It's on us, you know? Right? The ego is big in those worlds.
Yeah, 100%. Which is, I went back.
That's why my fallback plan, leave New York City, go to a small town.
Go to a small town? Become a theater director?
Just become the funniest person in a small town.
Oh, you're going to have a show.
That's my backup plan.
Yeah.
Go to like a town of 300. Be the funniest person. Oh, there he is.
Yeah. And you just have jokes on deck. Every person in the town has a joke that you're ready to unleash.
1,000. Just be the funniest person in a small town.
That's nice. How are you going to make money?
How am I going to make money?
Yeah.
I'll just get free stuff everywhere I go.
That's...
Oh, here
the
comes
barter
Sebastian.
System, a joke for a sandwich.
A joke for
coffee.
100%.
A joke for Manny Petty.
I have a new vice, Robbie.
What is your new vice?
Jean-Pierre de Forêt. La vie en rose. I'm fucking obsessed with Emily in Paris. I am Sebastian in Paris.
I told you you have to call it by its proper name if you're going to call it something.
What?
The name of the show.
Well, I forget what you said.
What is the true name of the show?
Emily in Paris.
Emily in Paris. You have to sound like an asshole.
I like Emily in Paris. There's something about it, about me, a grown man, literally getting so high that I could barely open my eyes, watching a fantasy of a girl running around Paris. There's something about it. I laugh. I smile. I've
never seen it. I just see it gets dragged on the internet.
It gets dragged because
Is it a drama or a comedy?
It's like Ugly Betty or something, or like a Gossip Girl. Have you seen any of those?
No, I have not.
It's like flirts with comedy, flirts with drama. You know,
flirts with soap opera.
Yeah, it's definitely a soap opera. The acting is tremendously funny. You know, and then
is it good or funny? Does the main character of Emily in Paris think she's like a comedic actor or like a serious actor? She takes it seriously.
Yes. I mean, she's light, she's whimsical, like she's quirky.
Okay.
Like, you know? But here's the thing. What I love about it so much is I'll get up. I'll be watching. I only watch in bed. If you watch Emily in Paris, you must do it in bed.
Okay. You watch it in bed on a computer.
I cut up the computer next to me. I grab my drink. I cuddle up in my bed.
Okay.
I light a candle. I set on my salt lamp. I have the mood going.
Okay.
I turn on Emily in Paris, right?
Okay.
And I sit there, and I know it's bad. I know it's corny. I know it's crap.
Okay.
But when I get up to pee, I'll watch 4 or 5 episodes in a row. When I get up to pee, I'll literally be dancing. I'll be singing. There's something about the mindset that you're the main character. Because she is the ultimate, like, this is my journey in Paris. And this is my story. I'm the most important person here.
She's American.
She's American. She's an American Paris, right?
Okay. American woman in Paris.
Living a fantasy.
The
ultimate idea of, like, main character, right?
Okay.
And she's just, it makes me want to be a main character.
You don't think that you have main character syndrome?
I don't have main character syndrome.
I don't know about that.
I'll tell you, growing up, if you want to get serious for a second, growing up overweight puts you in that you're not a main character.
Okay.
See?
I see what you're saying.
Now I shut him the fuck up. How much of a main character am I, bro? How much of a main character am I, bitch?
I still think that maybe you have a little main character syndrome.
I'm learning it. This is why I enjoy shows.
You like to be the main character.
I want to be the main character. And I'm learning from Emily in Paris, right?
Yes.
I
also think you've been a main character for maybe 10, 15 years.
Growing up overweight, you're told you're not the main character.
Maybe. Yeah.
I was told for years, hey, you're fat. Find someone hotter than you to be friends with. They're the main character. Maybe you can get on screen.
Yeah.
And I got good at making friends that were hot.
Okay.
I got good. Ooh la la, right? I got good at making friends that are hot.
Okay,
because I was taught, you get a hot friend, then maybe you get some of those. You get some of the screen time from the trail off. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Maybe if you're lucky enough, he'll leave frame and you'll get a funny line to camera. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I was taught.
So even early on in like the comedy world, that was kind of what advice people were giving you.
No one was giving me this. I was taught this by the media. Because you look and you go, who am I?
Yeah.
Because you learn main characters learning from, right?
Yeah.
So I was taught I'm not a main character.
Yeah.
And what I love so much about Emily in Paris
is she's a main character.
It gives me the life to want to be a main character.
You see yourself in this American woman.
I see it.
She is the main. That's the thing is that rich American white people, men and women, are the main characters.
She's a cliche.
Who are good looking.
She's a cliche. She's laughable, right?
Yeah,
she's literally a punchline.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I'm able to see that. So what's stopping me from pretending I'm the main character?
No.
Myself.
Yes.
Myself, and worried that other people are going to judge. Because here's the thing. You act like a main character, other people are going to judge you.
Probably. Yes, definitely. Yeah, I would say I kind of became more of a main character in college. And people would call me out. Robbie has main character syndrome. Other people would be like, I have it too. People would pull me aside. It was like a disease.
To be the main character.
To have main character syndrome. People would be like, yeah, I have it too. You got to deal with it in this way and this way.
In
like
what
I would
ways?
have serious talks.
In what ways do you deal with main
You
characters?
got to listen to be more, because it was like very
You got to give them scenes.
President. It was less like Hollywood or
Yeah.
TV and film based, and more like frat based.
Okay.
Like political.
Yes.
Of you have these organizations that listen to you, and it's like, oh, there's 2,000 people in Greek life, and you could either be in charge of your 700, and then I was in charge of all 2,000, and then this and that. So it was like more advice on how to like deal with a lot of people.
Interesting.
And not being an asshole.
Of course. Well,
Yes.
Here's the thing. If you have to learn to be a main character.
Correct.
Because if you want to, anyone could act like a main character.
Yes.
But what type of main character do you want to be?
A lot of people, I think, it's selfish to want to be, especially if it happens early on.
I think so too.
And because like it's a lot. If it happens, I think as a child, it's your parents not getting the main character. Like they have main character syndrome, and they never got to like live out their situation.
Or
like stage moms and stuff like that.
Exactly. Right. So they're boosting you up.
Yes.
So you're the most important. You're the blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Right.
So now maybe when I decided to become a main character, that's the most dangerous time.
In college.
At 20 years old. Yeah.
I think me deciding to be a main character right now.
Yes.
Might be the best time.
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna start doing stuff like stopping the car, driving and stopping in the middle of the street and getting out of the car and like just looking into the sky at night.
Yes.
Just horns honking behind me.
Yeah.
But like I just got off like a poetic phone call.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna start saying stuff to someone like, well, if you don't like that, you don't need to be a part of this journey. And then hang up and then cut them out of my life forever. I'm gonna start doing stuff like that.
Yes.
I'm officially the main character of Sebastian's story.
That's amazing.
Before,
You're the main character.
I wasn't the
You're
main character.
You're gonna get main character syndrome.
I was looking
willingly.
It was the Sebastian movie was just me waiting for someone to come in to be the main character.
Okay. This was the prequel.
This was the prequel.
Okay.
Now, I am
the
main character.
I think there's some things that you do that you can keep doing and maybe lean into. I think like talking to the people at the bodega is a little main character syndrome. It's polite, but it's also like
I got friends.
We got to have a conversation. Yeah.
I got friends.
You need to know we need to be on a situational basis.
Yes, I need to go places and people recognize me and they make noise.
You need to be exactly.
Nothing is more main character. You walk into a store and they go, "Oh,
yes,
right."
Yes. So you got to do the groundwork to get that set up.
And I do that.
Which you do. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think you have some flares of it already.
I do have some. You know what? I don't treat myself like a main character when I'm alone.
This is a big difference then.
If I get sad, right?
Yes.
Here's the truth, guys. Sometimes I get sad.
Yes.
When I get sad, I'm going to start being main character sad.
This is good. I think this is great for you.
I think that I'm just going to...
I think this is great for you.
Woo, I'm gonna collapse onto a bed, right? I'm going to woe is me. I'm going to start making exaggerated statements about reality.
Yes. It's freeing to know even if it might not have a great ending, might not have a bad ending, but it's going to be your ending. It's going to be beautiful.
It's going to be
If it has a tragic ending, it has a tragic ending.
That's romantic.
Yes.
And
if it has a great ending, it has a great ending.
What says tragic isn't great?
Exactly. Yeah.
No one looked at the end of the Titanic and said, I fucking hated that movie.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Tragic could be amazing.
Yes.
It's about the movie. It's not about the
commitment to the art. Exactly.
And I'm gonna be a main character.
That's amazing.
I'm gonna start fumbling stuff on the street.
Yes.
Do you want a bag with those groceries? No, I'll carry them back in my hands. Right? And Because
the only thing that would make it bad is boring.
It's not gonna be boring anymore.
That's great.
I'm done with boring.
It's done. It's not gonna.
I'm done with boring.
Yeah.
I want the low moments, and I'm gonna start publicly crying.
You're gonna start.
I haven't publicly cried. I don't know. I don't know when I last publicly cried. Main characters publicly cry.
Yes.
And here's the thing.
Yes.
I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry in a corner. I'm going to look at the person that made me cry and let tears run down my face and say nothing. And they're just going to stand there and be like, Sebastian, what are you doing? And I'm just going to fucking mug them down with tears dripping down. Should we go? We're just standing on the train platform.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to mug them and tears dripping down, bro.
That's amazing.
And
I think this is good.
Yeah, this is going to be me. This is what Emily in Paris does. It's inspiring me.
Yes.
What was the last show that inspired you to love yourself more? Emily in Paris did that to me. Emily in Paris is my therapy. Okay?
It's your therapy.
I'm officially the main character.
That's great.
Because this year I'm looking for a woman.
Okay.
This year's year I wrote down in my how do I want to phrase this?
Goals for 2022.
Thank you. I was about to say something much more wild.
Resolution.
I was gonna say it was my code.
Oh yeah.
My code.
You did write a code.
I wrote a code of how Sebastian should live.
Yeah. A main character has a code.
A main character has a code.
Yes, that's a code.
I'm writing
This is
codes.
what I'm saying. You already have some flashes of it. You just need to believe it.
I'm believing it.
You need to believe in that you're the main character and that this story is going to be a story that's worth watching.
It's going to be worth watching.
And you have to believe. Yeah, it's good. I think it's very good to believe in yourself. I think you can unlock a lot.
And here's the thing I'm worried about. People are going to judge me for wanting to be a main character.
Definitely.
People are going to judge you for wanting to be a main character.
You put yourself out there. Anytime you really put yourself out there, I think people will have things to say.
And I've been a person that's judged someone for acting like a main character.
You have.
Oh, half my life.
I think it's the funniest. I think it's a great move by anyone
to be a main character.
Yeah, and I think when people we
you
were talking
stupid.
about,
you look stupid in moments being a main character.
100%. Well, the other show that we watched last night that I love, I think it's the funniest show on TV, Righteous Gemstones, Danny McBride does the same thing. He just makes himself
the main character.
Yeah, and his characters are less than ideal, but in his head he believes he's the funniest man to ever walk. He believes he's the smartest man to ever. And, I think he truly believes it. I think his characters truly believe it.
1,000%.
And they are so delusional that they're like, he says something, he's apologizing to his son. And he's like, I want you to listen carefully because I'll likely never say this again, but I was wrong. And that was for doing coke off of prostitutes. Yes. And his son is there. And he brought, this is what he believes, 100%. All right, I was wrong maybe in this moment.
He'll take one out.
Yes.
And he'll make a big spectacle of it.
Correct.
I'm going to start making big spectacles of things.
That's what, phenomenal.
I hold stuff in.
Yes.
We joke that I'm loud, but I also I don't like to make people feel uncomfortable.
Yes.
A main character makes people feel uncomfortable.
Definitely.
That's the only way.
It's just about themselves a little bit.
Main characters have antagonists. If I'm going to be the protagonist,
correct,
I need an antagonist.
Yes, and you don't really set up your life in a way that you would have antagonists. Because antagonists give us anxiety.
But I need them.
Yes.
In order to be the main character, I need to be hated. There needs to be a crew of people doing a critique of the podcast. Right?
No, we don't need that necessarily.
Yes.
Or do it off of Apple reviews.
Do off of Apple. Do a whole podcast about the podcast.
Yeah.
I need to be I need to find an antagonist.
You need to have antagonists, you think, because you need to be so delusional that it pisses people off.
This is where I need to be at for 2022.
I like this.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? You're gonna die. I'm gonna die. The story ends.
Yeah, it comes back to small little. You could put anybody if they care too much about themselves and what they're doing, and they have a little bit of a following. It's funny anywhere.
1,000.
In theater, in children's theater, in Little League, in the Best Buy Geek Squad, in literally any situation, if there's anyone that just believes that they are royalty in a non-royal situation is a main character. This is what you need.
I'm so excited.
I mean, you're the hottest dude in the podcast
I'm the hottest dude, but here's the thing. I say that, and it's all flat. It's all like me. I don't believe it. I say it, and I don't believe it.
I believe it a little bit.
I know you do.
I think I have more delusion than you.
You do, but here's the thing. 2022, I'm going to start being the main character.
You're going to get up, yeah.
All right.
I love this.
I love this, too.
2022, you also said you're looking for a woman.
Here's the thing.
Your code?
I want a woman. But I want one when I want one to join the life I have. I don't want to find a girl that
you don't want to compromise. This is good. He's already started. He's already starting immediately.
If you want to come into this world, this is the world.
Yes.
And this world is beautiful.
Dave.
We laugh. We have fun.
If you want to date Sebastian, he's willing to make zero compromises.
Zero.
But you aren't. That's the reality.
What do you mean?
You're willing to make a lot of compromises.
I make too many, probably.
So you got to really stick to your guns, I think.
But this is why you say, I'm going to make zero.
Yes.
I'm going to make zero.
Stick to your... Yeah, I would love to see this happen in reality. Because I'm like, I want to make zero compromises. I can't have a girlfriend right now because I don't want to be compromising.
I'll literally go on a first date with someone, don't like them, and I'll drive them 4 hours home and drive them back.
Yes.
And you go, did you like them? No, I fucking hated them. The conversation was horrible, yada, yada, right? And you'll be like, why'd you drive them home? It was a nice thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
This is why I need antagonists.
I think, we're both halfway there. Because I think I just don't dabble because I'm like, I don't want to make zero compromises. And you just go out with people that you make a lot of compromises, but you don't necessarily like them.
Yes.
We need to get people that we like and make zero compromises.
You and I need to combine.
We need to combine.
Power dating form.
Yeah.
Strength
like
of
a transformer.
Strength of ego.
Yeah.
Strength of understanding. Strength of empathy.
Yeah.
Combine.
Yeah.
Strength of giving. Strength of, hey, what's up, baby?
Anyways, I found out that you are trying to find a mate in 2022. Not from you.
What did I do?
No, I got multiple messages yesterday from people
nauseous.
finding your dating profile. And I was like, wow, this is like a lot in one day.
Oh my god.
Sebastian must have just made a dating profile.
Oh my god.
And
this is what watching Emily in Paris will do to you.
that's not even the best part.
Oh my! I had one. I paused it.
Okay.
For a while, and then I just unpaused it.
Okay.
Because you could like stop it.
Okay. The best thing I found out about this dating profile, which you make fun of me all the time. Oh, Robbie hung out with the girl. How many times did you say my name? Oh, you have 2 pictures of me on your profile.
Whoa! Not just of you.
No, of course not just of me.
You're in the background.
I'm in the picture.
You're in the picture.
For 2 pictures on your profile. Out of what, 6? I'm guessing that 6 is the
6,
number.
probably.
5 or 6.
6.
Wow.
Yeah, I want to do recent photos.
I'm into 30 of your photos.
I want to do recent photos.
I was flattered.
Well, here's the thing.
How am I supposed to not have main character syndrome?
That's secondary character syndrome. You're in my photos, bro.
No, 2 photos is a lot. So in my life, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm a big part of that.
This is ego. This is egomania, right?
No.
So you think if I get a girlfriend, it's thanks to you and your photos?
No.
No one else in my life is like, Sebastian, let's stop and take a picture of us.
Okay.
Not that often.
Yes, that's
How
true.
many times are you hanging out with people and like, let's take a pic?
That's true.
Right?
Yeah, I guess you're
You
right.
like to
especially
take
in the
photos.
last
year, and all the photos are within the last since the summer.
Yes.
Right? So because I think like if you're doing photos from 2018, 2017, what are you doing?
That's true.
Right? I have like some sort of.
So what's the official dating app? How long? What's the furthest that you could have a photo from?
Furthest you could have a photo on a dating app, 1 year.
1 year.
Unless you went to an amazing place.
Unless you went to an amazing place.
Yes. If it's just a regular photo of you, after 1 year, you got to find a new one.
Wow.
But if you went to an amazing tropical place, or if it's a photo of you and Leonardo DiCaprio, then you can have it. You know? There needs to be something in the photo that's bigger than you.
Okay.
That you'll keep it. But if it's just a good selfie,
or a good picture of you.
No.
After a year.
After a year. No.
The official Sebastian guidelines for dating apps.
How long do you think?
I have no idea.
Well, here's the thing. I already paused my dating. I'm already back on
You're
pause.
done?
I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
Well, multiple people found you. I also think that's the point of some of these dating apps is to hook you up with your friends' friends.
I mean, that's literally so embarrassing. That's literally so embarrassing.
I'm not asking them how you flirt.
This is so embarrassing. This is my nightmare.
What?
Do you know that?
What?
This is my nightmare.
That you just getting matched with people I've casually met throughout my life?
This is main character. This is what a main character does.
What?
People talk about them behind their back. Sending pics of
Yeah, that's true.
I need to be comfortable with that.
Yeah, that's true.
But it makes me feel wild that people are sending you pictures of me.
No, I think they're just like, oh, you're in Sebastian's dating profile. I think that's why they're reaching out, because they saw me twice in the profile.
And how much did you make fun?
No, I thought it would just be funny to bring up to you, because if it was the other way around,
yes,
you would have a field day. If there's people hitting you up, I keep seeing Robbie on dating apps, and there's just so many pictures of you. You would have a field day. You would think it's the funniest thing.
I would have a field day.
You would think I'm obsessed with you.
You're right. You're right.
You would think I'm in love with you.
You know, as soon as this is over, I'm changing. I mean, it's paused. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The profile's paused.
So you're gonna try to find a relationship. You're gonna try to find your main character syndrome. You're gonna really settle into that.
I'm gonna settle into that.
And then you're gonna find a relationship right after.
Yes, but
not using dating apps.
No, because I watched this video on dating apps then. Because I unpaused and I saw a video on it.
Okay. What did the video say?
That like 80% of the women like only 10% of the men on dating apps.
Okay.
So if you're in that top 10%, you go on tons of dates and you hook up with all these girls, but all these other dudes, they don't get that opportunity. And the top 10% of men, they'll say yes to most girls.
Okay.
In these scenarios.
I think I know a lot of ladies and people that do that. Like I know a few girls that go on 3 dates a week.
Yes.
And those dudes, like they never have luck. Like those,
no, they never have
it's
luck.
Almost never really working out.
They say
in the long term.
They say the relationships that work from dating apps are when hotter girls go out with uglier guys.
Wow.
A hotter girl and an uglier guy is a relationship that lasts. It's a relationship that lasts.
Because more women need to be like Emily and Perry, and they need to understand that they are the main character.
Yes.
And but also the guys that are probably better looking are probably assholes.
Yep, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So if you're a hot girl, date ugly men.
I don't know.
No, it's gonna score. You're gonna score.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
That's always women. They say statistically, this is. I don't want to say this.
Okay.
I don't want to say this.
I think you find someone that you find attractive, and you just let them know that they're not the main character. You are.
Boom. That's what I'm gonna do.
You manipulate them into worshiping you.
That's
what you should be doing, ladies.
I don't know what I want.
You don't know what you want.
No, but I would want to be happy with. I fantasize about sitting on the couch with someone.
That's beautiful.
I think I'm.
Those are the nice. That's like the nice
I think
thing
I'm
about
ready.
a relationship.
I think I'm ready. My sister's getting married in June.
That's true.
You
want to date to the.
My twin.
Your twin is getting married.
Here's the thing. I'm either for my sister's wedding, I'm bringing a woman that I'm falling in love with.
Yes.
Or a complete disaster.
I think.
Or someone literally that's falling apart from the seams.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what the main character would do. Probably go alone.
The main character would go alone.
And give a reckless speech.
I mean, I am giving a speech.
About themselves. It would be a speech about themselves. A twin, because it's like you can almost...
It's guaranteed it's about me.
Yeah, and you could compare your life almost perfectly.
100%.
No one really better to compare your life to than a twin.
Me and my twin sister, the first day of kindergarten together, right?
Yes.
The first time we ever went to a school dance together was together,
yes,
right?
Yes.
The first time we ever both took the SATs was at the same time. The first time we both got our periods was at the same time, okay?
Yeah, of course.
That's a twin sister.
Yes.
So her speech is going to be mostly about me.
Well, that's what I think. A main character would get very drunk or give a speech about themselves.
Yes.
And how you just project a little bit. How you're not insecure that you're unmarried.
That I'm not married. Yes.
Yeah.
I know I'm here. I'm alone. Right?
Yes.
That's amazing. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna lean into that. But no, I my sisters, I go see my family, and they're all making families.
Yes.
So either I need to make a life that's robust, or I need to make a family. You
think so? Well, you got to believe that it's going to happen.
Oh, I'm believing.
You can't be like, this story's going to get boring.
The story's not going to get boring.
That's all. I think that's the faith that it's not going to get boring is what's got to push you through.
My wife's going to cheat on me in 10 years.
You think so? In 10 years.
In 10 years. Emotionally.
Cheating.
She's gonna do emotionally. She's gonna emotionally.
I don't
cheat.
think that's gonna happen.
I'm gonna physically cheat. She'll emotionally cheat, and then we'll find a deeper love than we ever had before. That's main character shit right there.
Yes.
Main character isn't a perfect marriage. Marriage Story, that would be a boring movie. That's not main character shit.
Marriage Story, the movie.
Yes.
Would it be a boring movie?
If it was just about a beautiful marriage.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Marriage Story. It's a good marriage.
Exactly. That's like the hard part about main character syndrome is eventually you can't be that anymore.
There needs to, yes.
You're always chasing that high.
That's why they give it onto their children, main character.
You give it onto your children, yeah, or you like become the Pee-wee football coach.
Yes, you transfer. You go. I'm not going to be the main character in the marriage, right? This is stable. This is normal. This is right.
You put up 1,000 Christmas lights.
Yes.
You figure out a new way to get that.
To be the main character. You go. I'm not gonna. You're choosing.
It's not a rom-com anymore.
Exactly.
When you grow up from the story being a rom-com, then it's like a We're the Millers type comedy.
You choose you choose to be main character. 2, you choose what movie you want to be in as a main character.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
You could be in a horror movie. You could be a killer. You could literally be a serial killer, and that 100%. You'll be a main character.
John
in a movie.
Dillinger was a main character.
He was 100%.
Yeah.
You could be an amazing teacher that inspires kids. You're a main character, right?
Definitely.
You could be a mobster. Tony Soprano, main character, right?
Yeah.
Al Capone was a main character in his mind.
Definitely.
Right?
Oh, 100%.
And it's literally Kicking and Screaming with the movie with Will Ferrell. It's just about a soccer team. Yeah. He's the main character of the little kid soccer team. Yeah. You choose what movie you want to be the main character.
This is great. This is a great development. I think maybe instead of trying to make movies and TV, you just become a main character in the real world.
In the real world.
Yeah. Fuck all like the soccer coach who's crazy, whatever, and does all this is like Will Ferrell's gonna play me.
Yes.
Like those people are there to just serve to best represent your story.
Oh,
Johnny Depp is to best represent John Dillinger's character. Like all these people, Zac Efron is to best represent Jeffrey Dahmer.
And I guess what I'm saying is the woman I want to be with, that's not going to be the story that we're telling.
Yeah.
My love is not the story.
Yeah.
This is I'm main character here.
Yeah.
At home, baby, you could be the main character.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's
like
why
Zac Efron plays Troy Bolton.
Okay, back to High School Musical. I love that I do a podcast with literally a 12-year-old child. Okay, continue.
But like the guy,
how's your Disney frat parties going? Okay, good.
They're great.
They're great.
Like
my sister told me she listened to the episode and
that was a low moment.
She literally goes,
that was a low moment.
When Robbie said that he threw Disney frat parties. She goes, that sounds like something fun that I would do as like a mother. She goes, this isn't something that a frat guy would do. What is he talking about?
And I wish I tried to find the picture. My roommate dressed up in full body paint, blue body paint as the genie.
Incredible.
I mean, we went so hard. People had full beast masks.
I mean, then
you would have a partner and you would get like tied together and you would drink. And you would be like, you would do like...
You weren't the main character of like an American Pie or Euphoria. You were the main character of like...
I was Robbie. It was Robbie Shaw. I wasn't trying to be Van Wilder.
No, it was like what 12-year-olds imagine college was. That's what your movie was.
I would 10-year-olds. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go to college. We're going to eat so much pizza and we're going to dress up as our favorite Disney characters and then we'll kiss people. This is yours.
I didn't even kiss because I had a girlfriend from another school. So
Beautiful.
It was more like I had more time to focus on just making parties that I wanted to.
I love that.
Yeah, it was wild.
But here's the thing. You chose that because that's what you enjoyed.
Yes.
I'm choosing the main character, and I don't want the person I find to be the main character.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm realizing also.
You don't want them to be.
No, they could be a main character in their own worlds, but
Correct.
The story's not going to be about us.
Yeah.
It's not
going to be a rom-com.
No, I want a cornerstone.
Oh, I see.
I want a cornerstone.
You want to be like a Jesse Gemstone.
Yeah, I want to be someone who...
You want to be...
my relationship's tight. It's stable.
Yeah.
And the other stuff is a mess.
The other stuff is... Okay.
That's what I want.
Oh, I like that. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Like, you could choose to be, like, some people...
It's not about the relationship.
No, because I think people in New York are, like, dating. I'm the main character of this dating story.
Yeah.
I'm fucking over that shit.
Yeah, I like this.
I'm fucking over being the main character of a dating story.
I like that.
I'm ready to be the main character of a guy that accidentally opens a briefcase and he's all of a sudden working for the Soviets, you know?
Okay.
And I just got a piece of a wife and we love each other.
We don't want to be dumb bumble dating.
No,
I like that.
And I think too many people associate main character syndrome with dating.
With their dating. I love, yes.
Because then it's
boring. This is boring.
The ego. That's boring.
Yeah.
Who goes, I mean... Rom-coms we make fun of openly because they suck so much.
Yes, some do, yeah.
So why is everyone trying to be in one?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Stop making yourself the main character of your story of a dating
New York
story.
City dating rom-com.
That's not what you are. Make yourself the main character of literally a heist movie, you know?
Or work.
Or work.
Yeah.
Right? Or
just go off the hinges as a real estate agent in New York and start
Aaron Brockovich
Dreambringer.
this shit. You know what I mean? That wasn't about men, you know?
Yeah.
Can your life pass the Bechdel test? Uh-oh,
yes.
Feminists on the loose.
Yes.
Yes.
Most women's lives can pass the Bechdel test. That's the issue with that's the issue with movies is that reality is that mostly not mostly every single woman's life can pass it and it's almost never represented.
I just screamed, can your life pass the Bechdel test? Take me to Brooklyn.
Yeah. But that's good. I like this idea that we should stop making you the main character of a rom-com.
Yes.
There's so many other things out there.
Yes.
And you can turn it into anything.
And anyone that wants to be in my life, we're not doing a rom-com, baby.
No, not. Yeah, I like that.
Well, Sebastian and Patty. You know what I'm saying?
Emily and Patty, Sebastian in Brooklyn.
Sebastian in Brooklyn, okay?
Yes.
So be careful. You're all extras in this beautiful story that I'm writing.
I think just like guy who believes that one day we'll have the biggest podcast on the planet Earth. Maybe you start with that as your main character.
That's good.
Like truly believe that.
I'm truly gonna start believing it.
Like Stern, Rogan, and then you'll be a step above Howard Stern and Joe Rogan.
You know I'm a Stern boy.
I know.
Oh God. Okay. This is beautiful. I love this so much. I think it's good to have. I know I pretend I don't have a big ego in that regards, right?
No.
I need to have a little bit more of that.
I think you're very funny and you're confident in that. But you've literally been validated in that thousands and thousands of times.
Sure, it didn't come from me.
You need to be able to be comfortable feeling confident things that you haven't been validated thousands of times.
Yes, that validation didn't come from me. It came from external forces.
Yes, repeatedly over 10 years, almost every day.
Almost every day.
So you got to be able to just create it out of thin air.
I need to start knowing.
Yeah, because that's, I think, the thing that you're probably the most confident in.
That's wonderful. Well, some episodes it feels like, for the listeners, and some episodes it feels like you and I really need to talk out.
We're working some stuff out.
Some of this we're working an idea out. We're doing it, you know?
Yeah.
We're like working out our lives a little bit.
Yes.
And this episode was us working out how we're going to be the main characters of this story.
Well, call in 929-900-6393, literally about anything.
Anything.
Yes.
Call in. We're going to do
Sweet 16. What do we say today? Sweet 16, main character stuff. People in like a situation where they had a huge ego.
Oh, yeah, huge ego.
Either community church, Boy Scouts, soccer team.
1,000% a story.
Work. Yeah, anything like that. 929-900-6393. Please keep calling in.
Also, if you have nothing to say, you want to ask us a question about something we said or a question about our lives, I mean, we'll answer. So call in, ask us, we'll talk to you. All right.
If you like get caught on Hinge from a friend and how that shakes out.
We should stop using the phrase caught
on Hinge. Not caught. I mean, like.
I wasn't caught on
No,
Hinge.
You weren't caught.
I wasn't caught. I think I told you I had it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like I wasn't caught.
I didn't. It must have got real active, though, in the past few days because you've said you've had it on and off. And then I was like, oh, wow.
Nah, I had it off.
Yeah.
I had it on for a moment and then turned it off.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I guess two friends of yours meet on Hinge or a situation like that. Call in literally about anything. I'm just spitballing things that we talked about. 929-900-6393.
Cool. And please keep liking those the clips. Keep commenting, share it, save the clips.
The clips help us. Yeah, if you could press the save button, send to a friend, put on your story.
Literally send to a friend if you don't want to put it out. Just literally if you're in a group. I know some people on a group chats and they talk about the pod. Just send the clips to each other.
Yeah,
it helps us.
Yeah, it definitely helps. Please keep doing that.
All right, Robbie, hit the fucking music.